I was also working on this.
Is that a script? Oh, Serge.
I know.
I thought that you said...
I know, but it's different this time. This time, it's different. I swear.
How? How will this be different than all the other times before?
It just...
How can I be sure that the first time you get writer's block or someone reads a line with the wrong inflection or horror of horrors, you get shortlisted without actually winning first prize? How can I be sure that if any of these things happen again that you won't spiral into your usual pit of self-doubt and despair?
Because...
Because what?
Because this one's not even mine.
Not even yours? Care to take a paternity test, Adio? Because it sure has your handwriting all over it, literally.
I know what it looks like, I do, but the original...
What do you mean, the original?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The original script, the one underneath all the stuff that is mine, that stuff, I don't know whose it is.
Then how did you even...
I found it.
You found it?
At the coffee shop, just sitting there on one of the tables like an abandoned baby at the emergency room doors.
So you just took it?
I didn't know what else to do.
God forbid a mother turns her back at the grocery store.
If you only could have seen the poor guy when I found him, it was so confused. On its surface was this beautiful, tragicomic portrayal of everyday life that captured the imperfections of its rhythms in ways that made you ache for your own existence. Yet there was something about it that was lacking. That was somehow unfulfilling. The space a little too sterile, the characters too stilted, more appropriate for the page than the stage. The meditation of prose rather than the performance of theater. And then on top of that controlled domestic world, a second author had created a world that was bursting with life and vibrancy and, if you will, color. A world that found joy among its hardships, that celebrated its history despite its complexity and ugliness, with characters that shouted to the back row, "I'm here too! I'm here too, and my story is better than all of y'all's!" Though yet but so, I couldn't help but think that maybe it was a bit cloying. That its virtue was less in its quality and more in the fact that it existed at all. It captured a truth, yes, but the truth? No. The truth remained unrevealed. And so I sat down and I read. And I thought, and I read, and the next thing I knew, I was writing. For the first time in a long time, I was writing. And it wasn't like before, all forced and tortured. It felt good. It flowed. And then, in a vision, I knew what the poor little script needed. I knew what would make this flawed script complete.
Let me guess. More gay characters?
More gay characters. Exactly.